Okay. Oh. Does the rat just go into the fire? Okay, so just a little. Just a little recap. Before we go completely insane. We are a scientist. Not a scientist. What am I talking about? Is that Dorian Gray book again? We are a artist. We have just arrived in this house. Imagine it's our house. We have a. We imagine it's his wife, who is a musician. Bit of a troubled musician, or at least a musician who lacked sort of charisma or the personality, but ended up overcoming such adversity to become a concert pianist. We have a child who we think is a daughter, again maybe by surprise. The wife wasn't expecting to conceive a child. A house with moving rooms, or the layout does not seem to be consistent. I'm not sure if this is all in our head, or whether it's a sort of dream state, or what. It's all rather... What is that? Oh god, no. Oh, Jesus wept! Fucking what? Oh, fuck. I am losing years of my life. God, this is weird. Oh, right. Where was I? Yeah, troubled artist, troubled musician, family. Is the wife and child dead? Are we finding out what happened? Fucking Christ almighty. Jump scares I don't particularly mind. Jump scares are kind of okay. It's the sneaking around that I find difficult. Like those of you that have played Summer or Alien Isolation, that sort of thing, or Amnesia, that sort of thing, where you're running from things is... Oh. That's scary. This is scary, but it's... It's not as it's not as continuous as those. So I suppose we go back out the door. Okay. And another room that's just... It's again locked behind us. So it feels very much like a narrative based horror as opposed to Sort of was action? Action seems to be the wrong word. Sort of survival horror, let's say. But we'll see. It could change. There's nothing in here. I figured like it won't let us move unless we get everything, right? Especially if doors are being locked behind us. Oh no, not crying. It's locked.
Hello. It's about time for us to talk, don't you think? I mean, I've seen you in my house so many times, and yet I could never find the courage to face you directly. Not until now.
What? Every time I get a item, I'm expecting just to have a jump scare right after reading it. Looking at it. Alright, well that opens. Does this open? That's not the same picture again. That's locked. Okay. So do we come back here with these locked doors, or are they just... Light switch? No? No, of course not. Of course not. I still have no clue on what the point is, why we're here. This is the bathroom floor. It's like it's mixing the rooms together. Like this is the same that was in the bathroom in the beginning of the game that was flooded. And now we're back in the kitchen. God, we're going crazy. Literally crazy. I'm sure there's a note here that's missing now. Everything else is the same. The note's missing. What was that? Oh, what the... God, you are bastards. Where did they even fall from? Where did the fruit even fall from? The painting? Now this... Oh God, what the fuck? Holy shitting hell.
First, I looked for a canvas. Not just any canvas. I had to find a knife. Not one of those bread ones. It needed to be as sharp as a razor.
Is that skin?
So I used a razor, in fact, and then carefully flayed the skin. Booze helped keep my hand steady.
Oh, so we're just gonna pick up the flayed bit of skin. So this is interesting, the way that these games are sort of working. See, it's lit the door a sort of indication of where to go. I mean, it's just a bit obvious, there's only really one door, but it's... And then we're back in the studio. There's that dust mice, even in my lungs, grotesque vermin, dirt, there's always more. That was in the basement? Oh, so that's the picture we found. So is this just like a scrapbook? So if we find them... Ah, I see. Okay, so imagine this is where we collectibles, and how we find the story. Pieces help us piece together. Right. Okay. Before we look at the painting. Deep breaths. Remember, you're a professional. It's just the first few strokes, then you're over the hump. What's so hard about it? Hate even now, lost, you deserve it, finish it. What? So we've finished the painting. Shapeless dreams. So that's the goal, is to finish the painting. And this is the same as where we were last time we exited the room. Oh, lifts. Right, system on, off, emergency stop, run, stop. Well, what was that? It's all locked. Oh god. Oh god. Dear sir, while I can certainly understand that you are upset and I have nothing but sympathy for your wife and yourself, I must categorically state that I do not wish to receive any further correspondence from you in this matter. Any skin graft procedure is extremely complicated and inherently associated with the risk of failure. Having stated that, I assure you that me and my colleagues at St. Anne have made every effort to ensure a positive outcome for your wife. Personally speaking, I believe we have done the best job possible considering the extent of tissue damage. So it's the wife that has the missing leg. You are, of course, entitled to your opinion, and I can certainly understand your disappointment. What I do not understand is how you seem to think writing hateful letters to me or my fellow doctors will ameliorate the situation. Ameliorate the situation? As I've already stated, I can certainly understand you've been under a lot of stress as of late. I'm not the first to say that. And thus I will not press charges if you refrain from any further correspondence. Let me make it absolutely clear that I will not tolerate any further threats aimed at my staff, my family, or myself. If you wish to seek pathological help, I can have my assistant provide contact information from several specialists who would be more than competent to help you get through these hard times. Regards and best wishes for you and your wife. Well, it's a skin graft, so maybe it's not the leg. She had an accident, maybe?
Why did you stop? That tune was perfect. Honey, please, just a little longer. At least until I finish painting this one part. Oh, don't make me beg.
Was she burned? In the accident, in that, Was she maybe burned? Was that it? Maybe. Yeah, maybe she was. In that accident that we read about in his office, or in the bedroom. Oh my god! Jesus. Fucking babies. Fucking baby dolls at that. Uncool. Fucking uncool, man. Okay, well, maybe... Oh, fucking rats. Maybe this is a good time to have a rest. Oh. Warning signs. The following list is a compilation of the most common symptoms of schizophrenia. While typically diagnosed between the ages of 15 and 25, the disorder is known to affect older patients as well. Note that these symptoms are not exclusive to schizophrenia and should by no means be treated as conclusive evidence of this particular affliction. In order to obtain a proper diagnosis, you should contact a qualified specialist, i.e. psychologist or psychiatrist. So, blank expression stares off into space. Yes. Involuntary facial movements. Yes. Insomnia. Haven't noticed. Unusual gestures or postures. Always had that. Unable to experience joy from activities. Definitely. Depersonalization. What's that even mean? Awkward clumsy movement. Might be from the accident. Prone to anger. Resentment. More passive aggressive. Lack of motivation. Yes. Suicidal tendencies. Okay. So, let's have a break, because, well, I could use a bit of a break, and we'll pick this up another time. Can you save it? Settings. I imagine it probably just saves automatically. Right, so, yeah. Hopefully, we'll continue this soon. Alright. See you later.